Mistake number 3. Poor light cycles. For cannabis plants, light is more than just energy. It's a signal that orchestrates their entire growth process. One of the most critical mistakes growers make is neglecting the importance of consistent and proper light cycles. This is particularly true when it comes to photoperiod strains such as Jack Herer, Northern Lights, and White Widow. Photoperiod strains rely on specific light schedules to transition from vegetative growth to flowering. If these cycles are disrupted, the plants can revert to vegetative growth, delay flowering, or even develop hermaphroditic traits. These stress responses not only reduce yield, but can also compromise the quality of your buds. Photoperiod strains thrive with an 18-hour light and 6-hour dark cycle during the vegetative stage, and will transition to a 12 hours of light and 12 hours of darkness light cycle for the flowering stage. To prevent poor light cycles from affecting your grow, it's essential to maintain a consistent and controlled lighting schedule. To help make things simpler, we suggest getting timers that can help you automate the process. Further improvements you can make would be to invest in light-proof grow tents or spaces to eliminate the potential for light leaks. Before we move on to our next topic, we just want to mention that if you're using autoflowers, focus on providing sufficient light intensity rather than strict light schedules, as these strains don't rely on darkness to flower. By this we mean auto-flowering cannabis strains are not triggered by changes in light cycles, but by age and genetic programming. Therefore, the intensity of the light is what will really optimize their growth and maximize yields throughout their life cycle. During the vegetative stage, autoflowers grow rapidly and require moderate to high light intensity, typically around 300 to 500 micromoles per square meter per second, to support their development. As the plant transitions into the flowering stage, their light requirements increase, needing higher intensity levels of 600 to 1,000 micromoles per square meter per second to promote robust bud development and maximize yields. And that's a wrap on today's episode. Whether you're dialing in your setup or just getting your hands in the soil for the first time, remember, this is a journey, and every small improvement adds up to bigger and better results. If you found this video helpful, go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and make sure to drop a comment below. I'd love to hear your story and what techniques have worked best for you. Your insights help fuel this community and shape future videos. And if you want to dive even deeper, consider becoming a Cannabis Guy channel member. You'll unlock access to monthly giveaways, exclusive content, loyalty badges, member-only discount codes, and much, much more. It's a great way to support the channel, stay informed, and grow right alongside an amazing group of cultivators. Thanks for tuning in to this educational video. And as always, keep being awesome and stay curious, my friends.